Hey guys, Matt here. I'm going to talk about new X-Files. It's back. It's a big deal. It's still 2 weeks out though, so this is going to be a spoiler-free review. I'm not going to go into any tremendous detail here. You're in a safe place, a safe zone. I'm not going to ruin things for you. Just going to give you my preliminary feelings about the first episode. You can actually read my review online on IGN.com too. This is just the first hour of a 2-hour, 2-night premiere. So the first episode airs on January 24th. The second hour of the 2-night premiere is Monday the 25th. And this is the era of miraculous TV returns. We've got Twin Peaks coming back with David Lynch. We've got Sam Raimi, creator of The Evil Dead, back with The Evil Dead on Starz. And now you've got Chris Carter with The X-Files. 6 new episodes, just a miniseries this time around. Hope for more in the future, but right now we've got 6. So he's back with James Wong and Glenn Morgan, some of the old writers. So the same team is bringing it to you, and of course Anderson and Duchovny as Scully and Mulder. Now they did come back in a movie in 2008, so they've been off the air since 2002, and then they came back in 2008 for a movie that got kind of a mixed reaction. Some fans wish it didn't really happen. It wasn't part of any mythology. So because of that movie, we're aware of these characters returning to our lives in sort of an underwhelming fashion, and unfortunately that's kind of what happens here in the episode My Struggle. That's the title of the episode. It's sort of a weirdly paced, plotting episode, really sort of low-key, subdued. Got a lot of people meeting in one place and then splitting up and meeting in other places and then meeting again, and it's just really strange. Mulder's kind of gruff and depressed, and Scully's sort of more sullen than usual. Anderson is almost doing sort of a Dr. Bedelia, if you're aware of her role on Hannibal. It's sort of that low-key at times, and then things really tick up at the end. A lot of violence, a lot of action. That's when the conspiracy really sort of really kicks in. This episode is not lacking for conspiracy. There's some big stuff. It's actually kind of like all the conspiracy, and this episode sort of works to work in all the old mythology, give it a new spin for going forward into this miniseries. So that was interesting. The episode also seemed aware of itself as maybe perhaps having new eyes on it. People who never have seen the X-Files before. I know they exist, but people are going to be watching this who never saw the old series and didn't have time to watch all 200 episodes of the old series. So it sort of starts with a weird preamble that sort of takes you through very quickly what happened on the TV show, along with some notable events in the history of alien conspiracy. But again, I was hoping for more. It just didn't really pop. I hope that the events at the end of the episode sort of really kickstart the second episode. It gives me hope, especially for the remaining 5 of the miniseries. Joel McHale is also joined the mix this time. He plays sort of a conspiracy nut who's sort of a kindred spirit with Mulder, and he's good. He sort of sticks out a little bit. He's Joel McHale, and it isn't really a seamless fit into this universe, but more effective is Annette Mandrehu. I don't know if I'm saying her name right, but she's from The Americans, and her character Sveta, I'm not going to go into detail, but it's very good and sort of the heart and soul of this episode, and it really helps tether it back to the alien conspiracy sort of stories from the 90s. So she's a really big positive for this episode. But again, stay tuned for IGN for all X-Files related news. The episode comes up in a few weeks, so I hope it gets better from here. But this was a good one, but not the best.